I made $20,000 yesterday and I ain't even jump up out the bed. Bag a leg, take a rent until he got the bed, walking like I'm Fred. Bonnie Rubble riding in the bubble, but it's stolen, watching for the feds. Made $20,000 yesterday, little boy, you heard what I said. You came in and rockin' the
It's the dark skin service mob, nigga.
Y'all gonna do it this time.
Bro, we tough, bro. Alright, man, what they gotta do, man? They gotta subscribe, like, and comment down below the video.
Not the notification bell, play. Ouch! After you do this, what will happen? No capping, no rapping, none of that. Listen, first and foremost, I want to tell y'all one thing.
I'm gonna call you.
It's gonna be a field trip, right?
I'm calling you.
It's gonna be horrific.
Oh, it's gonna
and
be
I ain't gonna tell you no stories about it. I'm just gonna tell you that it's gonna be a horrific.
I don't know if you forgot this
might
was
get.
on. This is on still. Did you forget?
Yeah, if y'all don't hit this post notification bell, it won't be a conspiracy. Y'all be knocking every motherfucker out.
Let me already know who it is, your boy.
King and Train.
I'm smacking the hot tips right now, bro.
Listen, bro. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this?
You know what I mean? Let me smack.
Follow
Why
that.
your lip shaking?
Hey man, it's your boy Root Puppets, man. Y'all don't know what time it is.
Keep it real and simple.
Yes,
So
sir.
about
I'm
you
actually with about 506.
on the beat.
Oh, this your boy King of Robot, man.
What?
Simple. Today we got another Law My Arts, man. We got Scary Field Trip, Horror Story, Anime. So we ain't gonna waste no time.
Back in high school,
These niggas be what the hell?
If you
don't
get your Jack Black looking ass
I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class.
Let's get it. Scary Field Trip, Horror Story, man.
This shit don't look scary. Look, it
Let's skip.
Back in high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class. It basically just had to do with real life mysteries and creepy shit. I was taking the class with a good friend, who I'll call Ben for this story. The teacher at the class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an unknown past.
Everything looks scary, bro. Like
The village was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built. The bus ride there was about 20 minutes. All of us were glued to the bus windows as we pulled up some sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense forest. The road eventually led to a clearing. We were there. We stepped out onto the road, which had grass growing through the cracks. The grass surrounding was almost knee-high. Then there were the buildings. The tall, archaic brick buildings with the boarded-up windows all gave off such chilling vibes. The teacher lined all 20 of us up, counted heads, and then began leading the way. The point of this little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything together about why the village may have been abandoned so long ago. Some of the buildings had holes in the walls to serve as entryways. There were even holes in the ground next to some of the buildings, seemingly dug to get into the basements of some of the buildings, which seemed creepy. There was one building though. It stood taller than any of the others. It just intrigued me the most.
I bet that was used as a church, bro.
While the teacher was leading the group towards the village church, Ben and I decided to sneak off on our own to look for anything interesting. When we walked off in the direction of the tallest building, we saw a hole in the ground. It was dug by the back door of the building, which had been sealed off.
Nigga, first of all, man, nigga, who the fuck takes a field trip like this? Nigga, they be doing this shit, bro?
Yeah, like to a lost village, bro.
But and like second off, like why are you walking past like close to a door that look like it's boarded up for zombie attacks, man? Like,
I said they're literally telling you did not
So
come
look,
here, man.
So what school in their right mind thought it would, what the board of the right, like what did they think in their head, like, oh yeah, we're gonna send our kids to a lost village.
Nigga,
Keyword lost.
At night
Nigga,
time.
that
They
shit
think
is
about why it's lost.
I mean, like, nigga, why are you
why you
sitting
trying
here
to find that
studying
bitch?
I'm like,
I guarantee you that was a church, bro. The cross is missing, bro. So they use that shit as a fucking for evil shit, bro. Guaranteed, bro.
The hole was a ladder which led down to the concrete floor below. We both looked at each other and knew we had to do it. Ben climbed down first, then me. Luckily, this was just around the time Apple started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light.
Damn. Y'all
It
remember
was
that?
creepy down there.
Nigga, you ain't got no
There were a couple of beer bottles, one graffiti tag on the wall, and dusty wooden planks everywhere. There was a wooden stairway which led up to complete darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above.
stairway, bro.
We had already gone as far as to enter the...
So they went underground, and there's
By yourself.
But where's the
there's
chaperone?
a building in the underground, bro.
I think it's connected.
No,
to
it's
the
an
park.
underground. It's an underground tunnel, but it's a tunnel. But nigga, where the fuck are the chaperones? Like, why did the chaperones say, "Okay, we're gonna disperse our children"?
I
It
mean,
doesn't
but,
matter
like,
what
you know
fuck-
the
No,
place.
they went away from the group because they were gonna come back together, but they was like, "Nah, fuck that."
Nigga, what's the point of that? Nigga, is it lost?
Nigga, they should not be able to walk away from the damn group.
Nigga, they're in a lost village, bro. You gonna get lost, bitch.
Nigga,
Like, nigga, you
if I was
nigga, I would
chaperone,
take
I would
this.
not let nobody
I
out my
would
sight,
take this
bro.
as the reason why that shit's called Lost Village, nigga. Why would you want to go in that underground, bro? That's the only weird thing that.
Like, what was the point of that? Like, where are the
that?
chaperones, my nigga?
Bro, that niggas is weird. Like, nigga, me just looking out the outside alone, I'm scared, bitch.
Like, nigga, what the fuck make you wanna go to the
underground?
underground? Hey, dude, you ready to get the shit scared out of you, man? Remember yesterday? Remember yesterday?
Trying shit back,
Nigga, you trying to go fuck with Slender Man real quick?
Yeah.
Let's go teabag a corpse.
Let's go break
So
Jason.
we figured we'd go upstairs too.
That's what keeps
I went first, and with each step, the creakiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel as if I was going to fall through each and every step.
kept going.
Ben followed suit.
I mean, but you kept going like a fucking idiot.
This floor of the building was very tight. It seemed like there were many openings going off into different, smaller rooms.
You kept going.
It was so dark in there, you would
But you
never
kept
even
walking
guess it
past
was
the motherfuckers
daytime.
like niggas who ain't gonna live behind.
Ben and I were honestly starting to get creeped out in there, and agreed to go back outside.
Oh, now you wanna go back out?
Just then, there was a noise in one of the tiny rooms. Like a big rock hitting the concrete floor.
Yep.
A normal instinct would be to run. Locked eyes for a moment. Then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room.
What the fuck?
We shined the lights into the room
What?
and ran.
That nigga King was
We
dancing
ran-
like these. That nigga said,
Wait, hold on. Nigga.
he was dancing like, hi.
Why not tell, bro? I wanna see how that nigga ran. I wanna see how he ran.
Bro,
I wanna see how he
why
ran.
did they run them?
We shined the lights into the room and ran. We ran back down the stairs and then up the rusty ladder back outside.
But that nigga got him
We
and
went
must
up to
come
the
out
group
that
out
ladder.
of breath. We didn't say anything though to avoid getting in trouble. One of our classmates asked us what was wrong. We told him we snuck into one of the buildings. And in one of the rooms, when we shined the light into it, we saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet away from the doorway, facing Ben and I in a weird formation, as if they were waiting for us. As we continued following the group, we paid extra attention to the tall building we entered from the distance. And before leaving, we saw a person's face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded up. We never told the teacher in fear of getting in trouble.
I got a question, bro.
We didn't know
This
what to
is scary, bro. You know what happened, bro? It was homeless people that got replaced, bro.
Low key.
That's all it was, bro. They
Nigga, you ever heard the Migos song about chopping out the bando?
That one was crazy. Look, these niggas is stupid. These niggas
on the windows.
These motherfuckers, I would have snitched like a motherfucker, nigga. These motherfuckers are stupid. I was gonna get in trouble by my teacher. Nigga, I seen Slender Man and his cousins. Nigga, I'm gonna tell you. I'm running to my teacher. I just saw Jason.
I'm gonna exaggerate the fuck out that.
I
Just
meant like
started
that.
chasing our ass. I was like, nigga, what's up?
I ran. He was like,
I spurred up and everything. So I was so I got to running.
So a nigga just tried to kidnap me, so you know I hit that nigga with the us and hit that nigga with an uppercut. I would do some shit
Were
like
those
that.
just homeless people living in there? Were they gang members in hiding?
You awoke nigga.
Ben
You awoke
freaks me
nigga.
out with his theory. He says they were ghosts of the people who once lived in the town. Still, the way the 3 guys were just hauntingly standing there so calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked our heads through that doorway. I still
Nigga, that
can't
nigga
get
look
that
like the
image out of
Green
my head.
Arrow.
Who the fuck is that?
Fucking The Matrix.
That nigga went back after years later.
Lights out? Yeah. Yep, I know it.
He did.
Yep.
No, that's time.
That nigga got his booty cheeks taken, bro.
Listen, that nigga
Got his booty cheeks taken. That motherfucker said, "Gonna lock them doors and turn the
lights
down
down
low."
Anyway, man, that will be it for this.
What y'all think about it? But I think this shit was kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie, I think this shit was kind of ass. It wasn't scary. It was just like, what the fuck?
It
is
wasn't
going on?
scary. Yeah. I'm an artist. I'm gonna say this, bro. You gotta make one about us, bro. With all that being said, bro, I hope you enjoyed the video because we did with all that.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the video, man. Please don't forget to
like, share, and subscribe if you're new. God loves you. God bless you.
And we out here.